I live in a house, yet my home is not just a building. It's this land, these trees, this view. Like Gonzaga, I make my home along the banks of the Spokane River, land that is not mine, but is rather the homelands of the Spokane tribal people. In the first chapter of the Gospel of John, we read, "And the Word became flesh and dwelt among us." I imagine most of us assume that the us God is dwelling among is people. And while that's true, let us remember that Jesus was born to Mary not in a house or an inn, but according to Luke's Gospel, outside, laid in a manger. The first witnesses of this Word become flesh were the stars, and then the shepherds and their sheep. As Jesus grew, he traveled between the towns of Galilee, telling stories of birds in the air, lilies of the field, and mustard seeds. In the Gospels, we read about him up on the mountain, in a boat on the sea, walking along the shore, and in a garden. Jesus dwelled not just among us people, but among us, all of creation. In 2015, Pope Francis published an encyclical entitled Laudato Si, on care for our common home. In this beautiful, challenging letter, he calls every person living on this planet to expand our vision of home, to change our attitudes, but especially our behaviors and our policies, so as to live and work, consume and govern in a way that reflects an integral ecology, caring for our earth and climate and people, especially those most vulnerable and made to be marginalized. Pope Francis calls us to ecological conversion, whereby the effects of our encounter with Jesus Christ become evident in our relationship with the world around us. It seems to me that in the Christmas season, we experience this tension in a particular way. We hustle and bustle, shop and wrap, only to remember and realize, like the Grinch, that Christmas doesn't come from a store. Christmas means a little bit more. So in these final days leading up to Christmas, I invite you to make space in your heart and in your idea of home for an incarnation that blesses and includes all of creation. This Christmas and beyond, may we practice and embody what Pope Francis calls a prophetic and contemplative lifestyle. One that is characterized by deep enjoyment free from the obsession with consumption. A lifestyle characterized by a conviction that less is more, a capacity for wonder, a serene presence to each person, each thing, and each moment, and a deep gratitude for what we have.